যাহার প্রসাদে ভাই এ ভব তরিয়া যায়। যাহার প্রসাদে ভাই এ ভব তরিয়া যায়। কৃষ্ণ প্রাপ্তি হয় যাহা হইতে কৃষ্ণ প্রাপ্তি হয় যাহা হইতে গুরুমুখ পদ্মা বাক্য চিতেতে করিয়া ক্যা গুরুমুখ পদ্মা বাক্য চিতেতে করিয়া ক্যা আর না করিহ মানে আশা আর না করিহ মানে আশা শ্রী গুরু চরণে রতি ऐसे उत्तम गति श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति जहा होते अविद्या विनाश जाते प्रेम भक्ति जहा होते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेदे गाय जहार चरितो वेदे गाय जहार चरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अद्भुत जनार बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अद्भुत जनार बंधु લોકનાથ લોકે રજીવાના, લોકનાથ લોકે રજીવાના. હા હા પ્રભુ કર દયા, દેહો મોરે પાદ છાયા. હા હા પ્રભુ કર દયા, દેહો મોરે પાદ છાયા. તે બેજાસ કુશુક ત્રિભુવાના, હે બેજાસ કુશુક ત્રિભુવાના. શીલા પ્રભુપાદ પતિત પાવના, দুই পাদে লইল শরণা. জয় প্রভুপদা, জয় প্রভুপদা, জয় প্রভুপদা, জয় প্রভুপদা. জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ, 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 জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने. कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे, निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahans Parivajakacharyya Stotra Shatashi Srimadi's Divine Grace Abhay Charana Vrind Bhakti Vedant Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Anand Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन धाम की श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की कलियुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की बृहत मृदंग ट्रांसिनेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ट्रांसिनेंटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. By him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor and the Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto us. Give us the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. So welcome to our Sunday Feast program, Stoke. I think most of us are going to Rath Yatra today. Yesterday we had Rath Yatra in Manchester. Today is in Nottingham. So, and with Rath Yatra yesterday in Stoke also, if you don't know. We had a parade, 100th anniversary of Stoke. And we have been invited there. And we did a very quick arrangement of Rath Yatra. And Jagannath came, some of us devotees came, and we had a Rath Yatra. So, carrying on the theme, today we're going to speak about Jagannath only. What is Jagannath? What is Rath Yatra? How did Rath Yatra came to UK? So, not UK, but all over the world now Rath Yatra is happening. Now, every weekend there will be Rath Yatra happening somewhere in UK. If you miss it, any Rath Yatra, then go to the next one. So let's glorify Jagannath today. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Go Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So today we will be reading from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, verse 40. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, this is one of the very important shloka of Bhagavad Gita. If you understand this shloka properly, you can live a very stressful life, stressless life. We'll be stressing more on Krishna and there'll be less stress. Okay, this is shloka is a little difficult to read. I'll do slowly. Nehabhi krama nasho sti. Nehabhi krama nasho sti. Pratyavayo na vidyate. Pratyavayo na vidyate. Svalpam api asya धर्मस्य स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् त्रायते महतो भयात् नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. Anybody like to repeat? नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति
प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते
प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते
स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्
नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्
नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति
प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते
स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्
नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्.
Thank you everyone. Word by word. Na, there is not. Iha, in this yoga, abhikrama, in endeavoring, nasha, loss, asti, there is, pratyavaya, diminution, na, never, vidyate, there is, swalpam, a little, api, although, asya, of this, dharmasya, occupation, trayate, releases, mahata, from very great, bhayat, danger. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Please repeat after me. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. And a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Purport: activity in Krishna consciousness activity in Krishna consciousness or acting for the benefit of Krishna without expectation of sense gratification is the highest transcendental quality of work. Even a small beginning of such activity finds no impediment, nor can that small beginning be lost at any stage. Any work begun on the material plane has to be completed, otherwise the whole attempt becomes a failure. But any work begun in Krishna consciousness has a permanent effect, even though not finished. The performer of such work is therefore not at a loss, even if his work in Krishna consciousness is incomplete. 1% done in Krishna consciousness bears permanent results, so that the next beginning is from the point of 2%, whereas in material activity, without 100% success, there is no profit. Ajamila performed his duty in some percentage of Krishna consciousness, but the result he enjoyed at the end was 100% by the grace of the Lord. There is a nice verse in connection in Srimad Bhagavatam. If someone gives up his occupational duties and works in Krishna consciousness and then falls down on account of not completing his work, what loss is there on his part? And what can one gain if one performs his material activities perfectly? Or, as the Christians say, what profiteth a man if he gain the whole world, yet suffers the loss of his eternal soul? Material activities and their results end with the body. But work in Krishna consciousness carries a person again to Krishna consciousness, even after the loss of the body. At least one is sure to have a chance in the next life of being born again as a human being, either in the family of a great cultured Brahmana or in a rich aristocratic family. That will give one a further chance for elevation. That is a unique quality of work done in Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, verse 40, where Krishna says, "In this endeavor there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear." So here Krishna is saying, in this endeavor there is no loss or diminution. So what kind of endeavor is talking about? He says, in this endeavor there is no loss. So what endeavor is talking about? So that we have to go to the previous shloka. So in previous shloka, Krishna says to Arjun, "Thus far I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive results. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of work." So the endeavor that Krishna is talking about, he says, now understand as I explain in terms of working without fruitive results. Hare Krishna Mataji. This is working without fruitive results. So if you work without fruitive results, that endeavor, if you start, then Krishna says, a little advancement in working without fruitive results, one can be on this path, one protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So if we work without fruitive result, it will save us from the most dangerous type of fear. What is the most dangerous type of fear one can have? What is our greatest fear? Death. Yeah? Why death is so dangerous? What happens at the death? We don't know. That's why we are fearful. What happens after death? It's all black hole. Nobody knows what happens after death. So we're very fearful. Actually, it is true. There was a survey done on the street. And this survey was asking people a question: what is your fear? What are you most fearful of? And the majority, more than 90% of the people said, the most thing that people are more fearful of are darkness. That if there's a darkness, people are very fearful of. And why people are fearful of darkness? Because when it's dark, you do not know what things are where. So in this room right now, because of the sun, everything is bright. If it's darkness, you do not know where is your hand. You don't know where is the door. Now when you do a first step, you don't know whether it's a land or you're going to fall down or what is the water, you do not know. So darkness is very fearful. Anybody has ever walked in a jungle in darkness? Ever? You should do a little walk in one of the park here in the night. When I was growing up, I grew up in a village, and village after 8 o'clock it's complete dark. And when there is a moonlight, if there is a moon in the sky, there is some light in the sky. But if there is no moon in the sky, it's completely pitch darkness. And you are so fearful of. Even a small leaf crackles, you are fearful of, what is this? So death is just like the darkness, because we do not know what happens after death. So Krishna says, if you work in devotion, then you will never have a fear of death, because you know what is going to happen after the death. So in next few sessions, Krishna is going to talking about this, how this working without fruitive action, how that is done. And then later on he's going to talk about the death, or what happens after the death. So one should not be fearful of the death. So we do little recap. So Krishna says, so far he spoke about the analytical study of the body and soul. So far Krishna talked about the analytical study of body and soul. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So what is analytical study of body and soul? So analytical study means it examines what is body, what is soul. Okay. So some of you have been coming very regularly, some of you are very new. But let's jog our memory. So some of the things Krishna said, that we are not this body. First analytical study. We are not this body. So what are we? We are a spirit soul. So what is the characteristics of the body? The first characteristic of the body is that it always dies. Isn't it? Any body you take, you're a human, animal, tree, whatever body, it always dies. Nobody is permanent. And what is a soul? Soul is non-destructible. Thank you. So Krishna says, you are not this body, you are a spirit soul. So if you identify yourself as body, you will be always be fearful, because you will think that, I'm going to die. Whatever I do in my life is going to be taken away. But if you identify yourself as a soul, then there is no fear, because when we die, the soul moves on to the next body. And if you identify with the soul, then what is the nature of the soul? The first nature of the soul is that soul is eternal. There is no death to the soul. It exists eternally. Eternally means there is no beginning, there is no time. Always it is existing. Even after we die, soul is going to exist. And this another characteristic of the soul is that the soul is always blissful. Soul is always happy. But we are always happy. Are we always happy? Hare Krishna, please come. Please come. Yeah. You can all come in forward, so you can come in front. It's not a problem. So soul is always full of bliss. But if we examine our own life, are we always happy? Sometimes we are happy, but mostly, what am I going to do next? When is the prasadam going to be served? What time do I have to go to the office tomorrow? Or if you're a student, what kind of lesson I'll be learning tomorrow. There's always, some struggle is there. So if you identify as body, you'll be always be miserable. But identify yourself with the soul, you'll always be blissful. And here it is said, the third characteristic of the soul is always knowledge. It's full of knowledge. The body is jada. Body is full of ignorance, but the soul is full of bliss and knowledge. And the most important thing Krishna spoke about is that soul always remains individual. That soul does not merge with the God or it dies, or it becomes, merges into some energy or anything. So always remains as individual. So there are the characteristics of Krishna, talks about body and the soul. Now Krishna says, now we know what is body, what is soul. Now understand how to work without fruitive action. So most of you have heard Papa and Punya. Yeah, Papa is sin and Punya is, what is Punya in English? Good deeds, yeah. So the sinful life and sinless life, you can say, yeah. Sinful life and sinless life. What is sin and what is Papa and Punya? In simple words, Papa means if you do something hurting anybody else, which hurts anybody else, that is Papa. Why Papa? Because it's going to come back to you and you will be miserable. And Punya means you do something great, the greatness will come back to you. So, whatever activity you do in this world, whatever, there is always some reaction. Either Papa or Punya. And to suffer the reactions of sin, you have to take birth again. And to even enjoy the fruits of your good activity is to take the birth again. So that means you always have this material body. Either you do Papa or Punya. You always have to take a human birth again. Not human birth or animal birth, any birth. You always have to take some birth again. And when you take birth again, then these 4 problems comes always, whether you like it or not. What are these 4 problems of the body? Birth, old age, disease or death. Yeah, it comes by default. You don't have to ask for it. Any body you take, birth, old age, disease and death. Suppose somebody has done a lot of punya, a lot of good deeds, feeding the poor, looking after the environment, and he comes next life as in a very nice aristocratic or rich family. Is he going to get old or not? Yeah, even if you done punya, you will get old. You will get disease. If you have punya, you will get disease. Maybe you go to a private hospital for the treatment. But will it take the pain away from you? It's still the pain. Either is NHS hospital or at home or a private hospital. Pain will always be there. So disease and death we talked about. Sorry, old age and disease. And he dies as well. And birth is always, anyway, we discussed about it. So Krishna says, you come out of the cycle of birth and death. So then Krishna says, you have to come out of the cycle of birth and death, then you have to act in Krishna consciousness. You work in such a way that there is no papa or there is no punya. There is no reaction. Any activity that you do, that activity which is called bhakti, there is no papa or punya. And when there is no papa or punya, as a result of your activity, you get liberation. You go back home, back to Godhead. So we are talking a bit ahead of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna says in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. A little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So here Prabhupada writes in the purport that if you work in this working for the pleasure of Krishna, one point I missed here. So what is this endeavor? Endeavor is working without the fruitive result. That means working for the pleasure of Krishna. Right now, we are all working. Okay? And whatever activities we are doing, it is for what? For our own pleasure. Isn't it? Whatever activities we want to do, what is there for me? Isn't it? First thing comes is, how will I become, will there is any happiness for me in this or not? If it is for me, I'll do it. If it is not for me, I don't do it. So this is all our actions are for our own benefit. But Krishna says, rather than working for your own pleasure, you work for my pleasure. Work for me. Yeah. So that becomes bhakti. So now we are working for the pleasure of Krishna. So then one may ask questions, then how about me? Mera kya hoga? So there lies the most scientific understanding, one should understand. That as a spirit soul, as we discussed earlier, we are part and parcel of Krishna. We are a spirit soul. And we are eternally connected with Krishna. So Prabhupada earlier he gives one example of pouring the water at the root of the tree. I don't know how many of a gardener, but the basic understanding as a gardener is that how one knows how to water the plant or the tree. So if you have to water the plant or a tree, what is the science? How do you water a tree or a plant? Where do you put the water? At the roots. Why? The tree is so big. You're just putting at the root. There's leaves, there is branches, Why just root only? So even a small child will know, that if you put the water at the root, it nourishes the whole tree. The root takes the water and it distributes to the whole tree. Similarly, we are all part and parcel of Krishna. We are a spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. If we work for the pleasure of Krishna, because our root is Krishna, if we work for the pleasure of Krishna, we automatically become happy. Suppose in a tree, if you put water on the leaf, how many leaves are there in it? Just go out, in a car park there is one tree. How many leaves are there? Is it possible to water each leaf on the tree? And it needs watering regularly. How many times you will do it? It's not possible. But you just put a little water on the root, the entire tree gets satisfied. So if you want to make the whole world happy, just work for the pleasure of Krishna. Everybody becomes happy, including us. So Krishna says, work for my pleasure. Then Krishna says, if you work for my pleasure, the result is permanent or never at loss. So here Prabhupada mentions in the purport that any material activities we do, it has to be, to enjoy the result of that activity, it has to be 100% complete. For example, say you're a student and you are studying, say, medicine or engineering. If you go to the university, it is a 5-year course or 4-year course. If you do just 1 year of medicine, can you go to the hospital and say, I've done 1 year of medicine, I'm a doctor now? Any doctor here? Yeah? Any doctor? A doctor? Oh, pick the right person. So is it possible you just do 1 year of MBBS and say, I know where is ear, where is nose, I can do the operation? Nobody will even let you enter into the hospital. But if you do full course, 5 years, and then you're experienced enough, you'll consider a doctor. So in this world, anything material, you have to complete it 100% to enjoy the fruit. Suppose you're building a wall, building a house. Yeah, you just build 4 walls and say, this is my house, come, let's go in. This is my bedroom, this is your bedroom, this is bathroom. There is no roof. You can enjoy? No, it has to be 100% complete. So in this world, any material activity you do, it has to complete 100%. Otherwise, you cannot enjoy. But here Krishna says, if you do a little advancement in bhakti, It is permanent. There is no loss. And then Prabhupada, he gives one example of a person called Ajamil. I know today we want to discuss about Jagannath, but I'll briefly narrate this story, Ajamil. So this Ajamil, he was in his young age, he was a very nice devotee. And he was, wonderfully, doing bhakti, working completely for the pleasure of Krishna. And it so happened, he got attracted by a prostitute. And then he married to her, and to maintain her house, he was doing all the sinful activities, all crimes, just to earn money and to keep his wife happy. He was doing all kinds of crime. Earlier, he was a very nice, saintly person. Everybody was very respectful. And now, he has become a very horrible person. Everybody disrespected him. And he lived very long life. And he became a very old. And he was about to die. And he was about to die. He saw Yamadutas came. He was about to die. When you die, the Yamadutas, I don't know how to describe you. These are the person who take you to the abode of Yamaraj, to punish you for your sinful activities. So he saw all the Yamadutas came. And he became very fearful. He says, this is my time of death. And I'm going to be miserable so much. So, when you are in painful condition, you ask your loved ones, somebody who can, help you. So he had many children, but he's a very small child, very young, 2-3-year-old child, and he named him Narayan. So he called Narayan, Narayan. He called his child, not the god Narayan. He called his child Narayan. And as soon as he chanted Narayan, these Vishnudutas came. Vishnudutas are the servants of Lord Vishnu. And by this time, the Ajamil was kind of arrested, and he had all these, shackles of Yamadutas. He was bound. So Yamadutas came, they cut open all the shackles, and he said, Ajamil, come, you are going to Vishnu. So this Yamaduta says, who are you? He's a very sinful person. All his life what he did was sin, 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 papa, papa, papa. And how can you take him to Vishnu Loka? They said, he chanted name of Narayan. He said, just one time chanting Narayan. And all his crimes are forgiven. He said, yes, that's what the rule is. If you chant the name of Narayan, you go back home, back to Godhead at the time of death. Narayan, there's a little condition, you have to chant helplessly. Anyway, when you are dying, you are helpless. So helplessly chanted Narayan. But he said, he called his son, not Narayan, he called his son. He said, doesn't matter. The rule says, if you chant the name of Krishna or Narayan or Vishnu at the time of death, you'll go back home, back to Godhead. So yeah, he's coming with us. And they had a big argument in Srimad Bhagavatam. There's a whole 1 or 2 chapters are there, argument between Vishnu and Vishnudutas and Yamadutas. So the Yamadutas were defeated, and Vishnudutas, they took him to the back home, back to Godhead. So in this story, what do we learn? That Ajamil, he was a devotee in the beginning, a very nice person, very big bhakti yogi. But he did not complete his bhakti. He fell down. He gave up everything. But the time of death, he forgotten Krishna, but Krishna did not forget him. He says, this Ajamil now is going to suffer terribly. So the time of death, He inspired from within the heart that you chant, you've forgotten me, but you have a son named Narayan, call him. So he called Narayan. So what do we learn from this story is that even if you do little bhakti, even if you not complete it, if you do little bhakti, it always stays with you, always. In our materialistic example, it is like a bank account. In this bank account, what happens? You put some money, take money out. Okay. In this bank account, you put the money. So suppose you put £100 in the account, £100 worth of bhakti in your account, and you take £50 out of it. In a materialistic account, how much should be the balance? £50. Yeah. Do you all have bank account? Yeah. If you have £100 in the bank account, you take 50 out. How much is the balance? 50. But in bank account of bhakti, if you take 50 out of 100, your bhakti is still 100. How many like to have bank account like this? Yeah. So you just put money in it. Yeah. If however much you withdraw, your maximum balance never reduces. You always will have £100. So next time you put £200. Now your balance is 300. Again you take 100 out. How much the balance will be? 300. You put another £300. How much balance is? 600. You took all 600 out. How much the balance will be? 0. No? How much balance will be? Yeah, he got it. So let's open our bhakti bank account. That whatever you put inside, it always stays with you. You never lose out of it. So this Ajamil, he did his bhakti. He did not complete, but it was always there with him. So now let's talk something practical. That how, we are all living in Stoke-on-Trent, we have our family, we have so much responsibility, we are all working, we have business, jobs, our family to look after, we have finance obligation, so many things are there. So the question comes, where do we start? Where do we start our bhakti? The good news, my dear friends, is that we have unlimited opportunities of doing bhakti. Unlimited. You'll be surprised how many opportunities Krishna is giving us to start depositing our bhakti bank account. So we can do bhakti if you can organize your life in such a way, your personal life, we can do bhakti at home, and you can come at temple like you have come today, and you can do it collectively, do bhakti here. So at house, what we can do? I'm going to ask some questions now. The house, the easiest you can do is, you can chant the name of Krishna. Easiest. You don't need any furniture change, any house realignment or nothing. You just need some time of your day, afternoon or evening, whatever time you have. Just sit down. You can chant on your fingertips, or you can, to become more, organized, you can just take a japa mala and chant the name of Krishna. Let's do it one together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One Mahamantra you have chanted, that credit will always remain with you eternally. That nobody can take out the benefit of chanting once the name of Krishna. So we should always chant the name of Krishna. Let's increase our bank account, every day. Chant the name of Krishna. Just put deposit. Earlier in our house, we had a little, small piggy bank, little dabba. We used to put some coin in it. So we should have the piggy bank account of, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the house. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Ideally, one should chant 2 hours each day. It takes 16 rounds. So if you do not have 2 hours spare, then chant one round. It takes 7.5 minutes to chant one round. I'm sure we have 7.5 minutes in a day to chant one round. Once you start chanting one round a day, then Krishna will arrange your time. Then you'll have some spare time to chant 2 rounds, then 4 rounds, then 8 rounds. Eventually, you will have time to chant 16 rounds. So this is the easiest one can do at home. Chant the name of Krishna. The second thing, you can read Srimad Bhagavatam. You can read Bhagavad Gita. That is also bhakti. Because with reading, we get knowledge. How do I conduct my life? How do I conduct my daily activities? Like the shloka that we are doing, Neha Bhikarmasya Nasosti. So the shloka, if you like it, just take a print it on your paper and every day just read this shloka. That in this endeavor there is no diminution, there is always permanent happiness. Just read it every day. Just to chant it is so purifying. But if you understand the meaning of it, you get much bigger benefit. So there are so many shlokas out there. You can read the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Again, for that, no change in your lifestyle is required. We are all literate, yeah? We know ABCD, We spend so much time, studying our degrees and so many things. Now, same knowledge of reading, a simple skill of reading, read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Very easy to do. As Prabhupada says, what is the problem? Problem is our mind. We do not want to do. We have so much time to watch television, football, cricket, some Indian serials. So much times we have. So just take some time out. Chant the name of Krishna. Read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. The third thing is very easy. Everybody can do. How many of you eat in a day? Everyone? All of us? We always eat at least once a day. So for eating, what do we do first? We cook. Right? Natural scientific thing. Before eating, cooking happens. So while cooking, you say Krishna, from today onwards, I'm not going to cook it for my enjoyment. I'm going to cook for your pleasure. So what would you like to have? So Krishna says, I like vegetarian food without onion and garlic. Krishna, I like garlic and onion. So what can I do? So you try to come as close as possible to the standard of this vegetarian cooking. And cook to your best ability and for the pleasure of Krishna. And then take a little plate. It says, Krishna, this is your plate. Like in a family we have children, they have their own plate. So make Krishna as a part of your family. That this is Krishna's plate. And whatever you have cooked, you offer it, put it in a plate, and put it in front of Krishna. It says, Krishna, this is for you. First you eat, then we will eat. Then you put the plate in front of Krishna, ring a bell, do some prayers. What is prayers? Prayers is nothing but requesting Krishna. Krishna, this is for you. You please eat it. Then you chant maybe 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There are certain prayers out there. If you know, you read it. Otherwise, just chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Say, Krishna, this is for you. Please eat it. And then after some time, take the plate away and put the whole things that you have put in Krishna's plate into the main cooking, main items. And then you eat. This is the greatest bhakti you can do in the house. My dear friends, start doing this simple activity. There is, you don't have to change anything in the house. We all eat, same endeavor, just little ingredients are changed. Anyway, you are cooking for yourself, now cook for Krishna. So this is not for me, this is for Krishna. Then once Krishna has eaten, now you eat. I guarantee you, my dear friends, if you do it, your whole house atmosphere will change. Your house will become temple. You feel that vibrations of Krishna's presence. In this house, now Krishna is eating. So please do it. So first we stayed chanting. You can chant in the house. You can read. You can start offering food to Krishna. Now we talked about easy things. Now let's talk about some difficult things. One thing is, talk about feasting, eating. There's something about fasting. Yeah. So even medically also is proved that if you do a regular fasting, it improves your health. I think some of us are very weight conscious. We do intermittent fasting and so many kinds of fasting. Now we do fasting for Krishna. So Krishna, for your pleasure, I'll fast now. Which day is to fast? This day is called Ekadashi. It comes once every 15 days. So last Ekadashi was on Friday. So next Ekadashi is coming on, I think it's again on Friday, is it? Friday, I think, yeah. Thursday. Don't know, it's there in our calendar. So the Ekadashi day says, Krishna, I'll fast for you. And there are various ways of fasting. So the idea is that we spend so much time in cooking, eating, then cleaning pots, and so much time goes there. So we say, Krishna, today I'm going to cook very less. And whatever time I'm going to save it, I'm going to chant your name. This is actually the purpose of fasting. But we get double benefit. Our bhakti will increase and you will have a very good, healthy body. So how the fasting is done? There are various ways of doing fasting. You can not fast at all, or not eat at all on that day, including water. So you can do that fast. But if our body does not allow, then drink water. Whole 24 hours. Just drink water, nothing else. If that is difficult, then drink milk or some juice. Even that is difficult, then you can eat some simple non-grain foods like potato chips or some fruit. And if that is also not fine, then cook some sabji, some simple sabji. But try to minimize the need of eating on that day. Then whatever time you save, you use it in service of Krishna. So this fasting we can do every Ekadashi. Next thing, what we can do at our house. It's called satsang. Sometimes we are all trying to chant, read, offer food to Krishna. We want to fast. But we do not getting much, strength to do all these activities. Then you can do satsang in the house. What is satsang? You invite devotees in your house. Invite some saintly people in the house. And do some kirtan. Just sit together. And do some kirtan, some reading, some discuss about Krishna. And you don't have to do it, every day or whenever it is convenient to you. Say once in 6 months or once in a year. Invite devotees in your house. Make some arrangement, clean the house, make some sitting arrangement, invite some senior devotees, some saintly people, and do some Krishna Katha in the house. Again, my dear friends, if we do this, our house will change. Because these Krishna's devotees, they'll bring the dust of their feet in your house. The dust has so much power. They'll stay back. It'll make your house like a temple. So again, we can do satsang in our house. The last is deity worship. You can have a simple form of Krishna, a picture or a form of Krishna. And you can offer some agarbatti, some arti every day. You can offer food to Krishna. Again, deity worship, you can go as elaborate possible or as small as possible. But you can have DT in the house. That will again, you can do as per your convenience. These are all good practical tips. Yeah, are you all still with me? You're all, So these are simple things. We can go on and on, how many things we can do in the house. Now let's talk about if it is too much difficult, doing these things in the house, we can always come to the temple, like you have come here today. You can always come to the temple and get the strength from the temple and then go back home. Then you do this chanting, reading, or whatever we have discussed today, we can do at home. So in temple, what are the practical things we can do? In temple, every Sunday in our temple here, no matter what, cooking always happens. Like today, our Murli Chaitanya Prabhu and family, they are cooking today. So you can come to the temple and you can help in cooking. So practical seva. You can serve prasadam. After the program, you can go upstairs, and then you can serve prasadam to the devotees. Some practical service you are doing, You can clean the temple, after the program, or even during the weekend, during the week. We have so much cleaning to do. Our front, our car park, so many things. Our ceiling, regularly we have to clean them. So you can spend some time, doing this activity, cleaning the temple. And other thing is, you can come to the various festivals. In the festivals, you have so much sevas are required. Decoration, some dramas we do, so many activities are there. You can take part in these various activities on the festival. And if all this is difficult, then we can give donation to the temple. I'm working outside, I'm not able to come to temple, I do not have much time to temple. Let me give some money to the temple, because temple also needs so many things to manage, everything requires money. So give some donation to the temple. Even giving donation to the temple is a bhakti, because the time you have spent to earn that money, when you give it to the temple, that becomes bhakti. So whatever you're working in your business or a job, that time becomes your bhakti. And one last important thing, which is very important and we can all do, just by coming to the temple and sitting down and hearing the message of Krishna, again it's a great service. Krishna becomes very pleased with you. Said, oh, you have come to the temple to hear my Bhagavad Gita, to hear my message. Thank you. Krishna tells you thank you. Good you have come. You could have gone to any other place today. But you chose to come to the temple. You're sitting here, you're listening my katha, you're trying to understand my instructions. Very good. Krishna becomes very pleased. Again, my dear friends, what did we start with the problem? Bhakti is acting for the pleasure of Krishna. So simply sitting in the temple and hearing Krishna's words, it's a bhakti. It pleases Krishna. So that everybody can do. And for coming to the temple, what is the effort required? Just your determination. That I have got 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. Let me give just 2 hours to Krishna. I'll go to the temple. We are the master of our life, isn't it? You can adjust your life in such a way that Sunday you can make 2 hours available to yourself, and you can decide to come. And you can do some service here, cooking, cleaning, or nothing is possible, then just sit down here and hear the katha. After the katha, we have a kirtan. So hear the holy name and pray to Krishna. Krishna, I'm trying to be your devotee. Please help me. If you sincerely pray, Krishna takes you very seriously. Oh, you want it? Then Krishna is a supreme controller. Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. He can control everything, then he can control your life. He'll make things like your life in such a way that you'll have time to come. You'll have time to do your job properly. You'll have time to, you'll have the ability to look after your family properly. So once we work for the pleasure of Krishna, all the power of Krishna comes to us. Okay, what time is it now? So I got carried away a little bit of this shloka because this is one of my favorite shloka. Krishna says there is no diminution in this endeavor. And the example that I gave you about bank account, when I first this example, I'm a materialistic minded person. I want bank account where there is no withdrawal, only deposit. I like that bank account. So I like this verse, that if doing bhakti, there is no loss ever. You will be always be in profit. So let's talk about Jagannath. As many of you know today, there's a Rath Yatra happening in Nottingham. Yesterday we had a Rath Yatra in Manchester. And we had a surprise Rath Yatra in Stoke also. There's a 100-year parade in Stoke City Centre, Henley City Centre. And we were part of it, and some of us devotees came. We took the Jagannath in a small, very simple Rath cart we made. And we took Jagannath, and so many people danced, they took pictures, hundreds of people, they took pictures of Jagannath. Who is this? Smiling Jagannath, who is this? So we did this Jagannath Rath Yatra yesterday in Stoke. So please tell me, how many of you have participated in Jagannath Rath Yatra ever before? You, Jayati? Anybody else? Yeah, Srinu was there. Anybody else been part of in Jagannath Rath Yatra? Been part of it? No, then we are all candidate now. We must do Rath Yatra here. So Rath Yatra, it is the Krishna's greatest benediction to us people of Kali Yuga. Greatest benediction. It is mentioned in the Glories of Jagannath Rath Yatra that anybody ever participates in Rath Yatra, he'll never take his birth again. He'll go back home, back to Godhead. This is there in scriptures. That if you participate in it, you'll never take birth again. In the practical terms, it is said, when you participate in Rath Yatra, that whole atmosphere of Jagannath, his devotees, they are chanting the big Rath cart, that image is so full of bliss and pleasure. It gets embossed in your heart. Like Jagannath is now in your heart. And it is said that when we are dying, again I'm talking about death, when you are dying, it is said, dying man, he is given a flashback of his entire life. I don't know, last time you were dead, do you remember? You don't remember, but it is said that those who are dying, last few minutes, he gets the full movie, we get trailer. This is a trailer of your life, what have you been done. So he gets the whole life, this, I've done this. And while the movie is going on, if you've done the Rath Yatra in your life, the picture of Rath Yatra will also come, that you have been part of Rath Yatra. And what happens? Krishna at that time presses the pause button. So your life will not move from that point onwards. That person will only be seeing Rath Yatra. And you're seeing Rath Yatra, what you will do? You'll say Jai Jagannath or Hare Krishna. And Krishna says, at the time of death, if you are remembering me, will come back to me. So this is the trick, that do participate in Jagannath Rath Yatra, and you'll make sure you won't take birth again. So let's talk about Rath Yatra. How this appeared in the Western world. Jagannath. Any been to Puri? Jagannath Puri in India? No. So one day we should all go to Puri. It's a very ancient temple. Very mysterious temple. We should all go to Puri together one day. This Rath Yatra happens in Puri. Where there's a three forms of Baldev, Subhadra and Jagannath. Jagannath is Krishna, Baldev is Balram, and Subhadra is Krishna's sister, Subhadra. So they were nice, very exotic form of Baldev, Subhadra and Jagannath. They have been worshipped there in the Jagannath Puri temple from Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga means millions of years back. They have been worshipped there since that time. And every year, the devotees there in Puri, they built a giant Rath cart with so many wheels in it. They built 3 Rath carts, one each for Balram, Subhadra and Jagannath. And Jagannath, he comes on the day of Rath Yatra. They both ride their own chariot. And the people, they pull this chariot with the ropes. And the whole ceremony of Jagannath coming out of the temple and going to the Rath cart and people pulling the Rath cart and so many people are dancing and chanting. It happens every year. It's been happening for many years. There is no record of it when it started. So this is how the Jagannath Rath Yatra is done. We can go in detail, how each Rath cart, how many wheels are there and how it is built. Very, wonderful description is there. But for the sake of time, we'll go a bit ahead. So what does this Jagannath Rath Yatra represent? So Jagannath Rath Yatra is very closely connected with Krishna and Brajbasi. So it so happened, Krishna, if you know the story, he left Vrindavan and Akrura came to take Krishna and says, Krishna, your uncle Kansa has invited you, come for a couple of days and meet him and then go back. So all the Brajbasis and especially Gopis says, Krishna, please don't go. So Krishna said, I've been invited, I have to go. So don't worry, I'm coming in 2 days. Parso. Parso means day after tomorrow. Parso aa raha hu. So I'll come day after tomorrow. Just 2 days. Don't worry, I'm coming back. But Krishna never came back. He went to Mathura. He had a fight with so many villains, elephants and Kamsa. And then, Krishna had to, then Mathura was attacked so many times, then Krishna had to take all the Mathuravasis to Dwarka. And Krishna got really busy. He didn't come to Vrindavan, for a long time. It says about 100 years, 125 years, he didn't come. So now Krishna is living in Dwarka. And all the Brajbasis, they are, since Krishna left, every day, just crying and crying and crying. When is Krishna going to come? When is Krishna going to come? And Krishna sent so many times message, I'm coming, just few more demons to kill and I'll come. But didn't come. The Brajbasis, they're just holding their life in their body because of the promise of Krishna that I will come. Just that promise was keeping them alive, that he's going to come. Otherwise, they had no point to live. They would have been, dead long time back. So he said, I'm coming. So it so happened that a solar eclipse was about to happen. And it is said on the day of solar eclipse, it is very auspicious to take a bath in a very holy place. So Krishna decided that he will come from Dwarka to a place called Kurukshetra. It's a very holy place. There is a nice kund there. So Krishna is going to come there. And Brajbasis, they got the news that Krishna is going to come to Kurukshetra on the day of solar eclipse. So Kurukshetra is not very far from Vrindavan. So Brajbasis says, okay, if Krishna is not coming, we can now go to Kurukshetra, which is very close to Vrindavan. So Krishna came for the bath, and by this time he's a royal prince. He doesn't come on his own. This whole entourage, the army and ministers and elephants, his whole, big procession. And all the Brajabasis came in their bullock carts, simple Brajabasis, simple clothing. And they all came, and Krishna met all of them. And they were all happy, just crying the tears of joy. Krishna, we are seeing you after so many years. They were seeing Krishna, but gopis, they were not happy. Especially Radharani says, Krishna, we are seeing you, but we are not seeing you the way we saw you in Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, you are just our simple Krishna. You are wearing just a peacock feather on your head. And now you have a big crown. Before you just had a flute in your hand. Now you have so many, wonderful decorations, the royal dress you are wearing. Before you had just a gunjamala, small simple forest flower garland on your body. Now you have so many pearls and rubies and diamonds on your body. Before you had a simple dhoti, pitambar. Now you have a great, royal dress you are wearing. So the gopis are saying, and Radharani especially, that Krishna, you are not the same Krishna we used to remember. We want the same Krishna that you were living in Vrindavan, our own Krishna, not the Prince Krishna, our Shyam Sundar Krishna. These were their feeling of their heart, that Krishna, we want to see you, Shyam Sundar Krishna. But because it is, Krishna is a prince now, they cannot, they could not reveal their heart to Krishna. So in their heart, all the gopis, they say, Krishna, we want to take you back to Vrindavan. So in their heart, they built a nice rath cart. In their heart, in this mind. And in the rath cart, now they put Krishna and Balram and Subhadra on those rath cart. And now these gopis, they are pulling that rath from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. This is all happening in their heart, it is not physically happening. But Krishna, he understood their feeling. And soon after, Krishna arranged this pastime. So since then we have this Rath Yatra happening in Puri. So this is the festival where devotees, they're taking Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra from the temple of Puri, temple of Jagannath temple, to a place called Gundicha temple. So Jagannath temple represents Dwarka. Dwarka, Krishna is like a prince, royal, awe and reverence. So in Jagannath Puri, Jagannath is worshipped like a big prince, lot of royalty. But then Krishna comes out once in a year and he rides on those giant rath cart. And then all the devotees, they pull Krishna in the rath cart, they take you to the Gundicha temple. And then Gundicha temple represents Vrindavan. Very simple. Gundicha temple is very simple. It is a nice throne and they sing nice song for Krishna. So anytime, I'm sure you're going to witness Rath Yatra very soon. Whenever you go to Rath Yatra, please pull the cart and remember this pastime, that Krishna, the way Gopi took you from Dwarka to Vrindavan, now while I'm pulling this cart, oh Krishna, now please come and reside my heart. My heart is like a Vrindavan. Please come and reside in my heart. So this is the Rath Yatra. Rath Yatra, it's a very simple festival, very joyful festival, simple, chanting and dancing happening. But there's a very, very deep, devotional activity hidden in it. People who do not know about Rath Yatra, they say, oh, it's nice lot of colorful, lot of sound, music. If you don't know the story, still you get benefit. But if you know the story, if you know the tattva behind Rath Yatra, you'll get tremendous amount of benefit of this festival. So this is how the Rath Yatra is happening, the story behind, historically. And this Rath Yatra was only happening in Puri for millions of years. It was not happening outside India. So how did it come to West? Now practically every major city in the world, you name the city and Rath Yatra is happening throughout the year. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, western hemisphere, doesn't matter. It happens, in a country we can't even think of. It happens in Pakistan. Just few days back, they did a Rath Yatra in Karachi. If you look at it, go to the YouTube and say Pakistan Rath Yatra. They're doing Rath Yatra in Pakistan. Middle Eastern countries, they do Rath Yatra there. We're not doing in Stoke, but we had one in Stoke. So Jagannath wants to do Rath Yatra here also. So soon we'll have a proper Rath Yatra in Stoke also. So how it came to West? So there is also a story behind it. Well, story goes even much before that. Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, when he was a small boy, he got naturally attracted to Jagannath. And he wanted to do a Rath Yatra in his house. So he told his father, I want to celebrate Rath Yatra. He says, you're a small boy, Rath Yatra takes a lot of organization. So, no, I want it. So his father, he was very, whatever Prabhupada or small baby Prabhupada will ask, he will do it. So he arranged everything. And but he couldn't arrange the Rath cart, small baby Rath cart. So he looked for, he couldn't find it. Suddenly a lady came and said, I have a Rath cart, just exactly what you are looking after. And the lady gave the small Rath cart. And then Prabhupada, and all the neighbors, they had a small Rath cart, Rath Yatra in their own, front yard of their house. So this is the first Rath Yatra celebrated, Prabhupada, in his own house. And then when Prabhupada grew up, he became a, after his graduation, when his education was over, what does people do after become graduate? They do a party. Hey, study over, they go to some holiday, now let's enjoy. What did Prabhupada do? He said, I want to go to Puri. So he goes to Puri and takes Jagannath darshan there. We have this nice series called Abhay where Prabhupada's biography is mentioned there. If you want to this series, just go to YouTube, type in Abhay Charan, the whole episode, all episodes are there. I think there are 2 or 3 episodes are there. Prabhupada's journey to Puri when he was a young man. So Prabhupada did, visited Puri. And then, after many, many years when Prabhupada came to West, he was in America. And Prabhupada's disciples, and they were all doing Harinam Sankirtan. And that time ISKCON was very initial years, just infancy years of very few devotees all over the world. And one day, one of Prabhupada's dear disciple Malti Mataji, she brought a small, this much size of Jagannath from a shop. She went to one antique shop and she found, this nice doll looking Jagannath. She didn't know that it was Jagannath. She just thought it's an Indian doll. So he just bought Jagannath. And he thought, let me buy it, Prabhupada will be very happy seeing this doll, Indian doll. So she brought, and then, she said, Prabhupada, this nice doll, I brought it from a shop. Would you like to see? And Prabhupada said, show me. And Prabhupada saw it was Jagannath. Prabhupada straight away, offered his obeisance to Jagannath. And this Malti Mataji is surprised, what have I done? Why is he so happy and, just, offering his obeisances? Prabhupada says, this is Jagannath. He has come. And says, then Prabhupada asked, was there some more dolls like this? This is black, one must be white and one must be yellow. Prabhupada, they were there, go and bring the other two as well. So she immediately went, and then she brought this, remaining set. So she brought Jagannath first, then came Balram and Subhadra. And then Prabhupada, got the full set. Now he's worshipping them. And then one of Prabhupada's other disciple, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, he was a craftsman. He was very good with his hands. So he said, can you carve this big form of Jagannath, just like they are small? You can carve them big. So yes, Prabhupada, I can do. So then he, after some time, he, made a nice deity of Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra. And now they are in the temple and they are worshipping Jagannath. That's how Prabhupada will, instructed them. Again, one day, now please understand, these are all new devotees, hippies. They do not know who is Jagannath, Only thing they knew is that, Prabhupada is our Guru and he has come, to give us his Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And they would go every day, Harinam Sankirtan, go to the streets and chant Hare Krishna, with the mridangs and kartals, and they'll go in the street. Now this thing happened in San Francisco, the story that I'm telling you. And San Francisco has a beach. So one day, Prabhupada, he came in the temple and there was no Jagannath in the temple. And Prabhupada says, what happened? Where is Jagannath? So somebody said, Prabhupada, all your disciples took Jagannath to the beach. Says, if we are enjoying the ocean, let's Jagannath also enjoy the ocean. So they took Jagannath to the beach. And Prabhupada became a little angry. He says, this is not right. They shouldn't take Jagannath like this. And then Prabhupada went to the beach. And and then they saw the devotees are just circling around Jagannath, that's dancing and kirtan, and then Prabhupada became very happy. Says, Jagannath, he's making his own arrangement. He came without any invitation. Now big deities are there. Now Jagannath wants to have his Rath Yatra. So Prabhupada says, it's nice sentiment that you want to take Jagannath out, but this is not the right way to do it. I'll tell you how to do it. Says, you have to do Rath Yatra. Prabhupada, what is Rath Yatra? Says, 3 Rath carts, Jagannath. So Prabhupada, where is Rath cart? We cannot make a Rath cart here. So they made a temporary arrangement. Americans, Europeans, they are very good at the brain, arrangement. So they hired a flatbed truck. What is flatbed truck? The truck which is just, his carrier is just a little flat. They created a nice big temple in the flatbed truck. They put Jagannath in there. And there they had a, Rath Yatra in San Francisco. It's the first ever Jagannath Rath Yatra outside Puri in San Francisco. And then, that became a great news all over the world, especially in ISKCON society. There was a Rath Yatra. And in San Francisco, if you remember some weeks back, Balram had a class about Jayanand Prabhu. He says, Jayanand Prabhu decided, Jagannath should have his own Rath cart. So he used to build Rath cart for Jagannath. And then, Rath Yatra started happening in San Francisco, started happening in New York, then in London, then in France, name the city. Wherever the devotees are there, Hare Krishna devotees are there, sooner or later there is always a Rath Yatra in that city. And this is how the Rath Yatra is happening all over the world. So I'll just conclude by, we can take Jagannath's, unlimited mercy with his mood. Jagannath is very merciful, extremely merciful. And especially devotees who are chanting Hare Krishna, he is very, very merciful. So Prabhupada, he likes Jagannath. Jagannath came to the West and the Rath Yatra is happening all over the world. And Jagannath makes his own arrangement. We think we are making arrangement, but actually Jagannath is making his own arrangement. Now let me tell you this little story about our Stoke. This temple has been open last 3 years. And since we are open, we want to do Rath Yatra. But he says, not this year, because Jagannath, it takes some money to organize and some council permissions and Rath cart. It takes, some arrangement. So first year we didn't do. So second year came. Second year, still we are not ready, no, we are not ready yet, next year we'll think about. So this year, February, we thought, maybe this year we'll do Rath Yatra. Again, we checked our, finances and, things and all. We are not ready yet. Jagannath says, 3 years you are telling me, Rath Yatra, you're not doing it. I'll arrange my own Rath cart. So just last week, we just got this news. There's a parade happening for Stoke's 100 years. So the invitation came, you can be part of the parade. So we thought, let's go, let's do some Harinam. So we thought, let's do Harinam and then come back. Then we invited one person, said, Prabhuji, please come for this Harinam in Stoke. So sorry, Prabhuji, I'm going away. I can't come. So he said, he's going away, so he can't come. Then we realized, he is a Jagannath deities. He's a small Jagannath deities. So he's going away, his Jagannath is not going anywhere. So we asked him, you are going away, but can you give your Jagannath to us for a day? Yeah, you can have it. So he said, we got Jagannath, so where is Rath cart? So there is no Rath cart. So without Rath cart, how can you take Jagannath Rath Yatra? So then we are looking for some trolleys, with wheels, something like Jagannath Rath cart. So then we are searching in Google, Rath cart. Then we found something which is appropriate for our Rath Yatra. They're all saying, delivery days, at least 2 to 3 working days. We have Rath Yatra tomorrow, how we can we do? So not happening. And then suddenly some ideas came, go outdoor, they have some trolleys. So we went there, this is exactly we want. So then we bought this trolley. Now the trolley, you have to have some, some platform so Jagannath can sit there. So we're thinking, scratching our head, how to do this. So we making some arrangement. Then one of our devotees, we had a kirtan on Friday we had a kirtan for Nirjala Ekadashi. So when some of our devotees came, one devotee, Nick, he came here, and we were trying to make this arrangement, a trolley and everything, arrangement. He said, what are you trying to do? He says, we want something to go on this trolley. Hare Krishna. This is called special effects. So he said, why are you struggling? I can make it for you. I said, you can make it for me. Yeah, I can make it for you. He said, when do you want? I said, by tomorrow 11 o'clock. I cannot make, it's night time, I cannot make now. He says, you want tomorrow 11, I have to go to home, take rest. Then we did a kirtan. And at the end of the kirtan he said, okay, let's come to my workshop. Let's do it tonight only. So tomorrow you can have it. And so we went to his workshop. And he did it immediately. He had all the wood and everything. And he did a perfect platform for Jagannath. Very secure. And that's how we had this Rath cart. And then we went and we were just 8 of us were there. And then we thought, who is going to listen to us? We are small group. But Jagannath, he's a showman. He likes to show off. So we went there, doing some kirtan, and suddenly, people just started liking, this is very good. Who are there? If people started taking pictures, who is this Jagannath? Started taking pictures, and then we started singing, and we danced, and then it was all raining, till we had the Rath Yatra, from starting till the end, it was rained. So we were thinking, Jagannath, you arranged everything. Couldn't you arrange this rain? You're a supreme controller. Can't you arrange this rain to stop? So he said, you should have done it. At the end we realized, Jagannath, in Rath Yatra, there is one ceremony. So, before the 15 days before the Rath Yatra, Jagannath takes a bath. It's called Snan Yatra. So, he in this bath, after the bath, he goes for, he gets a cold. So, 15 days he doesn't give darshan. So, before Rath Yatra, Jagannath takes Snan Yatra. So, yesterday we thought, it is not actually Rath Yatra, it is Snan Yatra. And my dear friends, again you might think it's a miracle. The rain started when our Rath Yatra started. When we finished, the rain stopped and sun came out. So we are pretty sure, Jagannath just wanted a Snan Yatra. You give me some bath first, then later on you can have my Rath Yatra. So this is what is happening in our small Stoke. Jagannath is having his own pastime. So Jagannath is very merciful, my dear friends. So please pray today that we can have proper Rath Yatra soon in Stoke-on-Trent. And as we said, Jagannath arranges his own Rath Yatra. We are just the instrument. We are just the nimitta matra. So once again, thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we're going to have a kirtan now. And so I ask everybody, please stand up and we'll have kirtan.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Get one more. Get one more. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath Radhe. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।
ग्रेस अभय चरणार वृंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की। श्री वृंदावन धाम की, श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगा माई की, जमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी महारानी की, कलियुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, बृहत मृदंग ट्रांसिनेटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, ट्रांसिनेटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की, श्री रथ यात्रा महामहोत्सव की। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada lada daine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shilatanka nakhalaye. Ito narsimha parato narsimha. Yato yato yami tato narsimha. Bahe narsimha hridaye narsimha. Narsinghamadim sharanam prapade. Tava kara kamalavare nakam adbhuta shringa. Dalita hiranyakashipu tanu bringa. Keshavadita narahari rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Tava kara kamalavare nakham. Dalita hiranyakashipu tanu bringa. Keshavadita narahari rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Tava kara kamalavare nakham adbhuta shringa. Dalita hiranyakashipu tanu bringa. Keshavadita narahari rupa. Jai Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. विघ्न विनाशक श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह गुरुदेव भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि बोल। महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्राह्मणी वैष्णवे स्वल्प पुण्यवतं राजन् विश्वासो नैव जायते शरीरार विद्याजा जड़ेन्द्रियताहिका जीवे फैले विषय सागरे तार मते जीवाती लोभ मोह सुदुर्मति ताके चेता कठिन संसारे कृष्णा बड़ा दयामय कोरी बार जीव बजाय सौ प्रसादन दिलो भाई से अनामृत पाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमिडा को श्री चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री श्री राधा गोकुलानंद महाप्रसादम की जय।
Hare Krishna. So once again, thank you everyone for coming today, first Sunday Feast program. Before we go, today we like to celebrate one birthday. Not one, actually two birthdays. Okay? So we are a very wonderful couple, devotee in the temple. You all probably all know
very sweet couple. So our dear Murli Prabhu is celebrating his birthday today. Are you Prabhu? His 16th birthday is celebrating today. And his good wife, Chandrika Mataji, she celebrated her birthday last week. 14th birthday. So, Mataji, please, both of you can come in front, please. Okay. Please come. So, Chandrika Mataji and Murli Prabhu, they are, one of the most sweet couple of our temple. They are very good example of how to do bhakti at temple and at house. They've, since our temple opened, they arranged their life in such a way that they are very closely connected with temple. Prabhuji is a very good cook. So he just finds looking for the opportunity when he can cook today. So today also he has cooked for all of us today to serve Krishna and to feed us nice feast. So for that effort only give a big round of Haribol to Murli Prabhu. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. And Chandrika Mataji, she is, her work commitment is such a that every Sunday she has to work. But just to come to temple on Sundays, she has changed her work in such a way that she is free on Sunday. So she is a very great example of how to mold our life in such a way that we come more and more closer to Krishna. And she does all wonderful services in the temple. She's a very good listener. Every class when she comes, she's so intently she's listening. So let's also congratulate her and thank her for setting us wonderful example for all of us by 3 times loudly chanting, Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. So Murli Prabhu and Chandrika Mataji. Okay. Yeah, we'll thank cooking time later. Please, now your time. It's trying to dodge the focus. So they are also very nicely dressed in a similar cloth, both birthday boy and girl, So from our temple, we like to honor them. There is not a way we can honor them very wonderfully, but we can show our gratitude, our appreciation for the services in the temple. So I'll just request Agarani Mataji, if you can just offer one garland to Mataji. People garland up. Mataji, please come and garland Mataji for her birthday. Prabhuji, you can come and garland Prabhuji for the birthday. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shall we sing one Hare Krishna for them? Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to Murli Prabhu and Chandrika Mataji. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. So there is no cake today, but you can go upstairs and cut the idlis. Prabhuji has made idlis. So everyone can have their own idlis and cut them to honor their birthday. Hare Krishna. Oh, she made a cake for her. Last week. Okay. Birthday. Okay. Thank you, Jyoti Mataji. Shubha Mataji, thank you for helping them in the cooking. Anybody else helped in the cooking? Balaji helped. So thank you everyone for helping Prabhuji and Mataji in cooking. So Prabhuji has made a very wonderful feast awaiting for all of us today. Anybody has come for the first time or after a long time? Any new guests today? Dr. Parth. Acha. Welcome Dr. Partha to our temple. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? Anyways, it's late now today, so we'll go and take prashadana. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.